Before I joined Art of YouTube, I was doing commentary. I was doing good money and I thought that it would continue for the rest of my life, basically, because I was an idiot.
How easy was it for you to hire animators? Maybe you can even like screen share and show us some results. What do you think is the reason why at the beginning the videos didn't work? Can you show the entire like channel history, like how it blew up?
And this was actually the first day of monetization.
How big is the percentage of work that Claude is now doing for you? Right, everybody, I'm here with Ollie. Ollie, welcome to the pod. Ollie is a student of the Art of YouTube program, and today we're talking about his journey because over the last months, Ollie generated almost 100 million views, 80 plus million views, and on a pretty fresh channel because the channel is about 3 months old. About 2 months ago, we started getting views, and now the channel is up and running and scaling like crazy. So today we'll break down the entire journey, how Ollie switched from doing commentary to doing branded, and probably uncover some really cool sauce on Claude Code and how it's changing shaping the faceless YouTube space. Ollie, welcome one more time. Thank you for taking your time to speak with me today.
Thank you for having me too.
Sure. I think that the best place to start is to paint, for the viewer, to paint the picture of where you've been before you joined the program and kind of what business you ran before. Can you describe your like YouTube business as it was before?
Yeah, so before I joined Art of YouTube, I was doing commentary. It was actually in the biker niche, I can reveal that, so it was like on motorbikes and everything. And like that was going good, but like as with commentary channels, they die out. So I was doing good money and I thought that it would continue for the rest of my life, basically, because I was an idiot. And then it kind of went downhill a lot, even though I was posting more. And I'm like the type of person I am. I like to build like one thing and like make it good. So I didn't really think that like commentary and like low effort niches suited me. So when I saw like your program on Twitter, like I got really excited and wanted to build something more branded that like I could actually like feel good about building. So yeah, I wanted to build something stable and more branded and something to feel more proud of, basically.
That's very interesting because not many people actually think about loving what they do when it comes to YouTube. I feel like the game became more like money, 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 but at the end of the day, like money is one thing, but loving what you do is another. Cool, interesting. And I don't remember exactly how it happened, but I think when you reached out, you didn't have any idea of the niche or anything. You just wanted to do branded. So can you walk me through like your thought process at the beginning of this channel? Like what was very important to you? What were you trying to figure out? And like how did that initial step look like?
Yeah, so as you said, I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to do. But since I had experience with shorts, I knew that I wanted to do shorts at least. So I basically just scrolled on incognito for like maybe like 2 hours, and I found like what was it, maybe like 20 niches, and you helped me go through every niche. And the niche we decided to go into was also like the one that felt the most exciting to me because the videos had like a humorous style, which felt like kind of fun to make. So yeah, and the channel was performing good. Of course, like the channel I took the inspiration from, and that's really important. Like you can't just do something you feel good about. It has to be like a proven niche.
Combination of your interest and the demand on YouTube for this kind of content. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, and because like the stuff that we do is you know way different from commentary. In commentary, I assume you're editing all of the videos yourself, right? And basically the day-to-day grind. Can you actually like describe me like how were you running the channel before, like the commentary one?
Yeah, so at the end I had an editor, but for most of the channel's time, I was scrolling on my phone, finding a video, then I was downloading it, writing the script myself, and then like putting everything in CapCut together. And then add to that I was sometimes getting striked as well, and had to like buy myself out of strikes. So that was another thing. So like at one point the channel had 2 strikes, so it was just 1 strike from like getting completely terminated. Yeah. So that was also one of the reasons I wanted to switch.
Yeah, makes sense. And we'll probably like later, once we kind of cover the initial part of the journey, we'll speak about like how the day-to-day look now, because obviously now you run the team and it's a bit different. But can you walk me through then the launch? Because we found a niche. We obviously both were like excited about it, and you were the first like from within the program to actually get inspiration from the original channel that we found, and that was also super cool. How easy was it for you to hire animators our way? Because it's a bit different from Upwork and Fiverr, as you know, and it's a bit more difficult. But how did that feel for you?
Yeah, I would say with the hiring methods inside of Art of YouTube, it made it like really easy actually to find animators. Like still you need some skill, you need to like sell in the channel, and like that's even more hard at the beginning, right? But then you have to like kind of sell a vision instead of like the current state of the channel. So yeah, I didn't like with your methods, I didn't find it too hard to find animators. The hardest part was more like training the animators to get used to this style. That was way harder than finding the animators.
Interesting, because I think you're like one of the guys in a program that actually did it like super fast. I mean, not only the first hire, but the overall amount of animators that you managed to find. We just spoke about it on a call. Like the amount of people you have in the pipeline, that's just insane, even to me. So okay, that makes sense. Now, can you walk me through the like, how does your business operate now? And maybe you can even like screen share and show us some results and how the channel is doing now, so that we could talk about like the current state of your YouTube business. Let's go through the results first.
Sure.
So this is the 28 day. Can you show the entire like channel history, like how it blew up? Because it was like less than 90 days.
Yeah. So before that I was posting some other stuff, so we don't really have to care about that. Yeah, so in the beginning it was like really slow, and this was mainly because like I didn't really know how I would like teach my animators the style, because like the style of this channel was also like a little bit different compared to like Secti Films, for example, which more animators are used to. So that took some time, but once we did that and like got some better ideas, like it started blowing up. Yeah, as you can see, this was the peak day at 9 million views. And this was actually the first day of monetization as well.
Yeah, that's the spikes that we like to see. $816, nice.
I think it used to be $900.
Yeah, I also remember you sent me the screenshot of like $900 but YouTube does its thing. Okay, so, interesting. Nice. So almost 200 million views, 12K in the last 2 months, I guess. Pretty decent result. Now, in terms of the day-to-day, can you like compare it to the like commentary niche? How do you feel about your business now, and what do you actually do to run it?
Yeah, so compared to the commentary one, when I was doing commentary, I felt more like what would you say, like more like a creator, more like a side hustle. It felt more like a side hustle. But with this channel, like when you have a team, when you're paying out salaries, when you like are tracking everything, it's way more business-like, and it's not as you're not as much of a YouTuber anymore. You're more like a business owner.
Right.
So now, like my day-to-day is like it's still finding ideas, but obviously we'll get into that. But with Cloud Code, like I have vibe coded some things that like writes the script for me and creates the storyboards for me, and then obviously the animators are doing like the heavy work of all the animating. So yeah, it's a lot more approving videos and like training people, and more of you're more like managing people instead of just making or stealing videos like you're doing commentary.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that one question I have is, because at the beginning we didn't get much views on our first, I think, 10 videos that we posted. So what made you to keep going, and what do you think is the reason why at the beginning the videos didn't work? And then what changed so that we had this massive spike right there?
I think it was mostly due to the ideas and the animators being like me teaching the animators on how they should like make the videos. Yeah, basically, like as I said before, like they didn't really know the style and the ideas weren't the best.
Right.
So I think the spike came from when we got like a really killer idea. I think I found it myself on YouTube from another video.
Yeah.
It was like a 2D video that we recreated in 3D. I think that made the biggest difference for sure.
Right. And then there was a story, I think it's super funny. It's not the topic of the interview, but still, there was a story about one of the videos like that you posted. They got stuck at 11 views or something like this. Can you tell me that?
Yeah, it was stuck at like 60 views. Like
60 views.
Stuck.
Okay. Yeah.
And I asked him what I should do. So he told me that I should slightly change the camera motions, and we also decided to change the background color from green to blue.
Yeah.
So we did exactly that, and I think it got like, I don't remember exactly, but it got like a couple of million views.
I think 11 million views. Yeah, I remember the number
Yeah.
11. If it's not 11 views, then it's 11 million. So
Yeah.
basically the same exact script, the same exact video, reposted with a different background, and such a huge difference. Now, because we recently started experimenting with Claude, and most users before, they were just using Claude as a chatbot. Now we started using Claude Code, and I know that like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, you didn't even know that Claude Code, like how to work with that. But then, can you tell me like how big is the percentage of work that Claude is now doing for you, and what are the tasks that you delegated to AI at this point?
Yeah, so right now I haven't yet done like the ideation. That's what I'm working on right now. But Claude is basically writing all of my scripts, and it's doing all of my storyboards. So before Claude, I spent like 2.5 hours on a video, and then like the animators had to spend their time, so that's not including the animation. So I spent like 2.5 hours, but now with Claude Code and the programs we have vibe coded, I spend like maybe like, because I still need to find the idea, I can make a video in like 30 minutes instead of 2.5 hours. So Claude Code is doing like most of the job that I was doing, and then obviously the animators are doing their job.
And I mean, it looks from the outside, for the outside eye, it looks fine to have AI writing scripts. Like people are kind of used to that. But then you made it make storyboards for you with Nana Banana. You made it look make like folders in Google Drive. So that's what really exciting about it. And how's it for a user who never touched Claude Code? How did it feel at the beginning?
Yeah. So the reason I never used Claude Code was because I thought it was only for like developers and people who are used to code. But when you told me about it, I started using it, and it's literally just like normal Claude, but it can also write code on top of that.
Yeah.
So like to someone who has never used it, like you don't need any experience with code. Like I never even like look at the code. I just, if something goes wrong, I take the code and just send it straight to Claude, and like it fixes everything and like answers in plain English. So yeah, it was definitely a limiting belief that held me back, or like I didn't know about it.
Yeah, I also think that it just the use cases, they just arrived recently. So Claude Code always was there, but yeah, it was mainly for developers. But now with Claude being able to control your browser, being able to control the folders on your drive, being able to pull the APIs from all of the, let's say, like YouTube and other sources as well, now it becomes the tool that can quite literally like run your Faceless YouTube business together with you. Obviously, for your channel, for our channels, like we still need animators, but it just saves so much time on us founders. All right, cool. So I guess a couple last questions that I have. Like you've been through the program, through the entire program, and obviously we had like multiple things that like we went through, like multiple setups for hiring, like scripts, Claude Code now, everything. But what was the most insightful part for you? Like what is the part that you feel like you appreciate the most?
That's a really good question. I would definitely say like with like all the trackers you have, with like all the like insights you had about how to build a team, I would definitely say that's the biggest thing. Like before this, like before even I started YouTube, I didn't like know that like you could like how will I say this, like definitely like all the tracking things that you have, like that we basically track everything. So we track everything from hiring, like the conversion rate there, we track like videos, we track like all animators. Like there's this famous quote like what is like what you can like
what you can track you can control,
exactly.
and you scale. Yeah. Interesting.
I would say that's the most insightful thing for sure.
For a viewer, I'm just curious, going through the program, who do you think this program is for? Like who should definitely take it, and like who will succeed going through that?
I would say someone who has done YouTube before and made a little bit of money in some easier niches like commentary, for example, but feel like they want to build something more long term. Like I would say, like for beginners, if you don't have a lot of money or like you don't have a lot of experience for YouTube, maybe you should start with commentary to make a little bit of money first. So yeah, I would say you should have a bit of experience with YouTube before, and if you're the type of person that feels like you like to run fewer channels but more like branded stuff, I would say that's the type of person that should buy into art of YouTube.
To finish this up, do you have any words of wisdom for faceless creators out there who are just starting out their journey? Like, what would you say is, the advice from Ollie?
So the advice I have is that if you look here, the 5th of February, I made $0, and or like I even went negative because like I was paying animators, and literally the day after we made $800. So like, even if you feel like you're at the bottom right now, like tomorrow you could like, your channel could literally explode, and like every new video you put out is like a new seed that you plant in the ground, basically.
A new chance, a new lottery ticket that could be the one. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Amazing advice. I think that one of the guest workshops that we hosted, Yaroslav said something important, like never stop posting, because that's the only way you can get into the algorithm. You're not getting into the algorithm thinking about a video idea or anything. You only get there by posting. And I was like, that's such a smart quote. So I borrowed that. Amazing. I appreciate you coming, and I think it was an amazing pod. So thank you so much. And I guess I'll see you all guys in one of our next ones.
All right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com. And do not get confused by the website names. SMM Shiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says you from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders, and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.